Hi to everybody. I am Dr. Jetling Yellosa, running a YouTube channel named as Law Speeches. The channel consisting of lectures on the law, specifically on the administrative law, constitutional law, public international law, and human rights law, and also other law subjects. And also sometimes I am delivering the lectures on international topics and different issues. I would like everybody to subscribe to my channel and share your opinions for molding my channel. And also I like the viewers to share my and like my channel and express your views. So today's topic I'm discussing is the international treaties, in which I am focusing upon the Pacta Sunt Servanda. The important doctrine is there in the international treaties. You know, first of all, we have to understand the treaty. Before entering to treaties, we have to understand an agreement. An agreement is nothing but it is a, a, a consensus in between the parties upon a issue is called an agreement. Indian Contract Act defines a contract under section 2H, where it states that a contract is an agreement which binds upon the parties. So there should be a kind of a consensus upon a certain subject, and both the parties have to bind over that issue. And in case of the international treaties, also the same. So international treaty is nothing but it is an accord between the various states, an agreement between the various states, whether it may be a bilateral treaty or it may be a multilateral treaty. So bilateral treaty is a treaty in between the two nations is called as a bilateral treaty. Whereas a multilateral treaty is a treaty in between the two or more nations, multi-parties, multi-nations, they are coming together and they are signing the document that we call as a multilateral treaty. So Professor Oppenheim, the world famous international jurist, he stated that a treaty is nothing but it is a contractual relation between the states or organizations of states, creating a legal rights and duties. So it is nothing but it's a contract in between the different states or in between the states, and which is creating the legal right upon the parties who are there, parties to the state, party to the agreement. Ultimately, it resulting into a legal burden upon a legal right is generated upon that treaties. Even the Article 2 of the Vienna Convention on the Law of the Treaties of 1969 also defines a treaty. There also it has been elaborately has been mentioned what is meant by treaty. So there should be an agreement between the parties, like state parties, whether it is a multilateral or bilateral or some other way. It should have a legal effect it creates legal rights and duties between the states that we call as a treaty. To understand it, we have to go for an important aspect in the international treaties, that is the pacta sunt servanda. It is a Latin word. Pacta is nothing but a treaty in Latin. Sunt servanda is must be followed by good faith. Pacta sunt servanda means a treaty must be followed by the states in good faith. That is called as a pacta sunt servanda. And the world famous international law expert, Mr. Angelo Ratti of Italy, he stated that all the international treaties are binds upon the states who they have signed the treaty. They have to follow in two spirits such kind of a treaty, the covenants of the treaty. Again, the Professor Oppenheim, the another British famous jurist, also remarked that as per the international customary law is there treaties have been given a lot of respect. That means every state has to give a respect to the treaty when it is enters upon it. They cannot discard the treaty at any point of time. So that has been opinion of the world famous jurist in the international sphere, Professor Oppenheim. Then 1922, the Permanent Court of Arbitration, in its advisory opinion in case called designation of workers in International Labour Organization case, it has stated that every state has certain duties, not only moral duties but also have the legal duties. And every state morally and legally they have to follow when they agree upon the certain aspects. They cannot deviate whatever they have been accepted to follow. So that is a remarkable judgment was delivered by the Permanent Court of Arbitration in 1922. In 1951, the International Court of Justice, in a case called Reservation to the Genocide Convention, the court has opined that no point of time states should frustrate a treaty or throw away a treaty obligations. They have to follow, they're bound to follow the aspects of covenants which have been entered upon. So that means that states have no right to frustrate. As you know that we have the frustration of the contract. Sometimes if we enter into a contract, because of the number of factors like time, situation and circumstances, the contract may not in a position to, the parties may not in a position to perform the contract because certain outbound conditions have been causing them not to perform. Such time the doctrine of frustration of contract comes into picture and state can or the parties can throw away the treaty agreements. So in this case of 1951, the ICJ clearly stated that the doctrine of frustration should not be availed by the states in frequent manner. So it binds, every treaty binds upon the parties they have entered into a treaty. And if you observe the Vienna Convention on the Law of the Treaties of 1969, there is one article 26 is there. There also it has been stated clearly that when the treaty is in force, it binds upon the parties. And the parties, the state parties must have to follow the treaty covenants in a good faith. Because international law, if you go to the sources of law, where treaties have lot of respect. Yeah, under the Article 38, Clause 1 in the International Court of Justice statutes, what are the sources of law means? The treaties comes into first and foremost way. So when the state parties, when they enter into a contract, a agreement, or a treaty or accord, they should not discard, throw away, deviate from treaties, such treaties, such accords. So they have to follow the treaties in a good faith and in a spirited manner. So thank you.